It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another promo or trailer breakdown for an upcoming episode of Fear the Walking Dead. This is my breakdown for the trailer for Season 5, Episode 14, which is called Today and Tomorrow. So first we have this shot of Al and Morgan. Now before we get into scene by scene, one thing I do want to say is that what's obvious based on this trailer is that we're going to see two groups. One is going to be Al and Morgan. The other is going to be Danny Salazar and Grace. And we're going to see what kind of problems they're going to face or what kind of challenges they're going to face in the next episode. So first we have the shot of Al and Morgan. Al says we should get back to the convoy. We're running low on gas. So most likely they're trying to get back to the convoy. And when they get back, they'll kind of learn about all of the things that went down in the last episode. Then we have this shot, which is of Al looking at what seems to be like gas, but then she hears something, she throws the bag, and they just get ready. Now, one thing that's interesting is that Morgan is just chilling. He's not reacting too much. But then we have this shot of the title card, Fear the Walking Dead. Now, in the background, we do see someone looking through a hole, and that character who we see is none other than this guy right here, who says back away. He's holding a knife and most likely he's looking at Al. Now if you take a look, it seems like he's trying to get gas from the cars. So he's probably just a rogue survivor. He's not connected to any of the groups. But in the background, if you notice, Morgan is sneaking up behind him, going to knock him out or something. He's going to take control. I don't think this guy's going to pose any type of threat. Then we have this shot of most likely Grace looking at a map. Grace in the background says, we can make it on foot. She's talking to Danny Salazar, but I'm not exactly sure whether they're trying to get back to the convoy or where they're heading. But then we have this shot of Danny saying, you, me, and the cat with serious behavioral issues. So that goes back to what Grace said, we can go on foot. So Danny is pretty much saying, we can't do it. Then we have this shot where we have a bunch of walkers around and Grace and Danny. And obviously Grace has the cat with her as well. And then Grace says, Daniel now. And then Daniel does a little thing, which I still don't understand what he did. But he kills a bunch of walkers. But it's a weird type of move. I would have to see it with better quality to understand what he's really doing. Then we have this shot, which is very interesting. Someone falls into some sort of a pool. Now I think this is Al. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. But Al falls into the pool, and then we're going to see later on what that's all about. But then we have this shot of Jenny, who was introduced in the last episode. She says, you sure know how to make an entrance. Not exactly sure who she's talking to, whether they're going to pick up exactly from where we left off in the last episode as far as Jenny is concerned, or Jenny and her group are concerned, or if she's going to stumble upon one of the other survivors or something like that. But this character, I'm not really looking forward to. She gives me a lot of weird vibes like Jadis on the original TV show. So I hope I'm wrong about that. Now we have this shot that I referred to earlier. So we have two people in the water. And I think this is the same exact pool that we saw earlier. So it seems like someone is wrestling with a walker. And this is Al fighting a walker that was already in the water or fell into the water after Al did. And then right here, we see the guy. Now, this looks like the guy that we saw earlier who had the knife pointed at Al. But I could be wrong about that. But Al is fighting off this person who's that walker at this point. And then as they're fighting, we see Morgan in the background coming in with his bow staff trying to save the day. I think this is a pretty cool shot. It's rare for me to say I really like this shot in Fear the Walking Dead, but I really like this shot. And I cannot wait to see it in action and how it actually goes down. Then we have this shot of the same guy, Al in the back. This guy says no. Maybe this is when Morgan was sneaking up behind him. But then something happens that distracts them all. And maybe this guy knows what it's about and he's concerned. Then we have this shot of Morgan talking to someone saying, we can help you. Maybe he's talking to the guy that we saw before. Maybe this is before he ends up getting killed and turns into a walker and falls into the pool with Al. Then we have this shot of Jenny's group, and in the background someone says, that's what they said. Not exactly sure what that's about. Maybe it's the new guy who is talking to Morgan, and this is a direct reference to what Morgan said, which is, we can help you. And then we have the title card at the end and someone dragging a dead body or a walker. Not exactly sure who it is or whether it is actually a body or not, but that's where the trailer or the promo ends. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video. If you like what you see, press like, subscribe for more content, and press the bell button to receive notifications for daily uploads.